Hey, Steven here from GunplayGamer.com, giving you an update on the Zerstore, the MAS-15 Mechanicore 1/100 scale Zerstore. In my previous unboxing, that I said I was actually going to do a time-lapse build of this. And because I thought it would just really cool and parents show exactly how this kit is put together. But due to some comments and me reading some stuff on some forums and boards and whatnot, I decided to not go that route, considering this is a non-Bandai kit, and you never really know what, if any problems that you're going to arrive when you're actually working on a non-Bandai kit. And excuse me. And while I was working on this kit, actually, over this long Christmas weekend, that I'm actually glad I did not do a time lapse, because there'd be a lot of times not really slow, but you wouldn't see really much movement or anything, or just a lot of editing. Well, not editing, a lot of extra stuff, a lot of extra steps needed to make sure everything fits properly or something like that. So, and basically, when I was building it, I was pretty much thinking of what to say regarding the video. And then I decided actually to do a work in progress videos instead. As you can see right here is one of the legs, and actually is pretty much fully complete. Actually, also then this actually would be the left leg. And then I also meant, but then I decided only to build one leg, like fully, and then actually keep one leg with just the frame for now, just to show you guys the difference and pretty much the problems that I had with mine regarding this kit. But before I forget, I actually wanted to mention I'm going to be doing a contest. I haven't really worked out exactly what the contest will be about or how to enter, but definitely look forward to it. The prize, nothing special, but it will be the Zerstore full poster that you get with the first print edition of this, which is actually the full things right here. I actually do not have room at all for this, as well as the poster is cool, but I'm also going to have the kit on the shelf, so I really don't need the poster. So that would be given away at a later time. I would say by the end of this build, I would actually have the contest ready and raring to go. Okay? Okay, well, further ado, let's get to the legs. So, when I first start out with this kit, you pretty much start building the thigh, and then you build the knee, and then you build the rest of the leg, and then the foot. So let's actually put this off to the side right here for now, and talk about this one. So, these pistons right here, these are not metal, they're plastic, but they're painted in real nice chrome, as well as these right here, and this one right here. They're all plastic, but they do have a really nice motion when you move the leg. They actually like hydraulic pistons. This one actually attaches to the foot armor, which makes it then attach and go up and down. So, actually, let's take that off just for now. so it doesn't keep falling off. First, good things. The range of motion and the actual cool gimmicks of this is really nice. You got this right here. That's pretty much the entire bend. You know, don't want to really force it. Actually, this one seems a lot better today than it was yesterday. You got the foot, ankle tilts. Get some ankle tilts right here. Goes back and forth. And then it goes front and back. But this polycap right here is very, very tight. That's actually one of the bad things about on the legs. These polycaps are extremely tight, very tight. That to the point where, excuse me, to the point where really I couldn't do anything. I felt at some points I had to actually modify the pegs in the legs in order for it to fit correctly, or actually, you know, to slide in, or actually to have some range of movement. Like I said, I was surprised before. Like this actually got nicely done right here. Before it was extremely tight. I actually will show you on the legs. It's still actually kind of extremely tight on this leg. But the frame, as you can see, very nicely detailed. It pretty much reminds me of a masterpiece leg, really. Very nicely detailed. There's actually, I had to clean off very few pieces, sand them and everything like that. There's some pieces that I also did have to modify slightly, as I said, to actually make it fit, to make it work, to clean off some of the flash. I had to cut some nubs, not some nubs, some pegs inside the legs, because they were too long for some reason. They're too long in order for them to fit properly and actually to connect properly. I believe it was actually somewhere in the legs I had to do it, like around here. Up here I had to fix it. So all is par for the course when you're getting a non-Bandai kit. We all wish that these kits will be perfect in terms of flash, or in terms of fitting or something like that. But it really can't, hope for the best, considering Bandai has their own factories which they make perfect. Pretty much, it's their own factory. They can make the mold perfect. They can always modify the mold. They have the money and everything like that. Usually, sometimes with these, you get one shot, 2 shots, 1 run, and because they rent the factories, you get 1 run, and then and if it screws up, sometimes they fix it, and then it goes again, but then you only have a certain time to rent it and everything like that. Anyways, this kit is very nice so far, but like I said, I'm very glad that I did not do a time-lapse build of this. This kit does have screws, and quite a bit of them. There's one right here, if you can see. There's one right here, one right there, one right there, one right there, one down here, one right here. There is a lot of quite a bit of screws on here to actually to do it, and some of the, when I'm trying to tighten them, I would actually have to use my X-Acto to actually hold it in the hole as like a stopper to actually so it doesn't turn while I'm trying to turn the screw. But it do give you a nice axle wrench with it, so because actually these are axle screws. Sorry, but oh, another one that was annoying me. Oh, crap, I think I lost. There it is. Okay, though I lost it. Is the pegs, the rivets, as they said, for these joints right here. Both sides on both legs. If you can see this right here, this is actually this is metal. It goes in to the peg and keeps it sturdy, keeps it there, so it can move. The ones on this side, on both both legs, they keep falling out always. Like even if I shake it a little bit or just pick it up, always falls out. These do move, so actually you can't actually see. It's like really tiny things. These do move, so you can't really glue them in there. Come on, stupid. There you go. So it's like I'm scared to actually lose them or anything, because then the thing that starts flopping around and everything like that doesn't really look good. So I actually gonna put it in the other one. The other one was kept on falling out as well, so I put it in a bag until the kit's all done, and then I'll just place them in there, and hopefully they don't move. I was hoping that an armor piece would actually cover it or something to actually make it stop falling out, but that wasn't actually the fact. So, but that's pretty much my thing on the leg so far. There's screws in here behind this, which is actually really cool. A screw behind this, and then they put caps over it, so excuse excuse me. I actually did screw up this part right here. It's actually supposed to be flipped around, and yeah, but I tried test fitting from the leg, and it fits perfectly still. So that's actually a good thing that I didn't screw it up. So okay, now onto the onto the finished leg. Okay, this is the completely finished leg. Once it's all done, as you can see, this is the, as I said, this is the first pre-order. This is actually the design that you get with the pre-order version. It's very nice looking. The paint job on it, very nice. It doesn't come off. It's you can scratch it obviously and it comes off, but it's on there. It's on blue. It's on the foot. Here are the some of the photo etch parts, the metal photo etch parts that you get with it, which are right here, that I showed off in the unboxing. Very nicely detailed. They don't feel thin. They don't feel flimsy. They work very well. So, and there's one on each side. And there's photo etch parts right here, and on the other side, right here, and right here. Very cool indeed. So, but the paint job on it is really nice. These came in a separate box, as if you saw the unboxing. But these actually are from this kit itself. So, This actually is supposed to be like that, but it pops open. So the armor was actually I had to modify it again, some of the parts again to fit properly. Shave it down. Sometimes I had to cut pegs in half in order for it to work properly. Some of them were up here, where if I actually just put it in without the trimming the pegs, this would have been like open. I would say by a quarter of an inch. Actually, it was that big of a difference. It was crazy. There's the top where actually everything connects. There you go. Then you see some of the still metal, no, the chromed parts. And some of these you actually do not see any chromed parts whatsoever. Even though you put them on, it just completely covers them up. But you can see there's the piston with the rivet that keeps popping out. Still, the foot still can move. The same kind of side to side. It actually comes down. Okay. And then you can actually pull it forward. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. It clips on. It's meant to go forward and then down. Okay. Like the foot comes off. That's great thing to happen on camera. It actually is very easy. It just slides in and slides out. It actually is meant to slide out a little bit and fold down more, but not come out. But to get a nice like angled flying movement, just obviously be careful. These pistons do have a definite length, and they will come out if you actually extend them too far. But yeah, you can do it like a really nice flying pose or something. There's a poly cap in there. Like that's still a little stiff, as I said previously, and that these poly caps are stiff. And that's still not straight. There we go. Oh, I forgot to mention that you will need glue for quite a bit of parts. I sometimes actually glued parts just so that for added strength, but most of them, you will need parts, glue, to glue the parts together in order for it to actually have a good hold, or else it might just be like very shaky and everything. I've been using my my Tamiya extra thin cement. Been working wonders. So you also have, like I said, the knee. And this is actually just, the poly cap is very tight, I said. But so this is the extent of the knee joint, the knee bend. I guess you would say. You actually do see the pistons inside there now. So that's a nice touch and everything. And then there's the knee. Still stands on its own while bent, which is pretty good. But I would definitely be very careful with these poly caps, because they are very. Damn it, the other rivet just popped out. These are very tight poly caps, so you do not want to mess them up. Actually what goes on the legs is this. I figured to show off the leg as is and then put on. These actually these legs are not interchangeable basically, but they can be put on either side. They're built in a way that you get one side, you build one complete side, and you pretty much build it at the exact same time. You build two. You build two of them at the exact same time. And then you actually use this part to distinguish which was the right or the left. Another photo etch part right there. These photo etch parts make it a really nice, give it a really nice touch. So, like say, you can actually keep it like this if you want, and just use both legs. This does look cool. Goes on right here. There's actually little holes right here that, well, the covers right here that you take off the cover and you slap it in, and you're good to go. Let's see. Here's this. You can't really get your fingernails on there. Well, I don't have fingernails, but you know, like you can't really get underneath there properly. So I just use my X-Acto, and you just see the hole. You just plug it in right here. And there you go. It makes it kind of easy to fall over as well. So you can lean it towards a certain way. So, but yeah, that is the leg. I would like to actually touch on a point really quick in regards to the instructions. The instructions are not 100% clear at times. At one point, actually, I believe it is in part 6, when you're putting together the foot, I believe it is, when you're putting together the foot, where they actually miss a point in the video, because it's actually a series of videos teaching you how to put it together, which is also a good thing and slightly bad thing, because you have to constantly watch the video over and over and over again, and if you want to get the certain part in a certain place. In the video, there's actually says part number, and then it shows a part number, and then it shows a picture of the runner. The timing, or the list was actually screwed up, and on the first part, you actually didn't get a part number for the part. Then it started with the second part, and so on and so forth. But then I realized actually the part that was listed second, was actually the part was listed first, so they just started one part late. So on all those steps, I had to go back one step, look for that part, go to the next step, and so on and so forth in order to get it done. But another one is that they don't tell you that you have to actually make 4 of these. 4 of these. 2 for each side of the leg. It just shows you how to build one, and they pretty much up to you on guessing on how many you have to make. I was making 2 at the time, because I was thinking for one leg, but then I was like, oh wait, it's supposed to be 4 for all the legs. So, there was that. Another one was they're not fully clear on how some pieces go together, and at times actually they mislabel a part, mislabel parts. another one on the leg, which was for M7, which actually goes under here, on this orange part, is actually this part M6, which you use all 4 M6 parts for this part down here, which is pretty much just the bottom cover of this. That actually connects. That actually is used for where the photo etching part is. So that was another part. That was another issue. They are quite clear at times. Like, they're very clear because it shows some different angles and everything like that. Just the instructions sometimes aren't as clear. Another problem I'm having is with the LEDs. I've actually never used LEDs before. Flare. And I'm actually, and they are extremely vague in the instructions. Well, first they show an LED part. I know that's an LED. But then on the parts list, but then in the instructions they show something is bent over, and one of them doesn't have one of the lines anymore, and then it just shows the parts going together. So I'm not 100% clear on actually what I'm supposed to do in regards to the LED parts. So actually I stopped. I have not made the thrusters yet. Thrusters at all, because I do not want to screw this up. Actually, I tried to do it on one. I'm pretty sure I did it incorrectly, but it's just one LED, and then I don't have to worry about that if I don't really need one. If you can see it on the middle one right there, that I snipped the part off, tried to make a little bend in L shape as it shows in the video. I actually do not have the batteries for this kit, which they don't really give you a clear indication of what batteries to use. So yeah, if anybody can actually help me with this, that'd be great. Any pointers or anything like that, that'd be really awesome. I've searched, me and my wife actually have searched to actually see how this is done, and we really have not come up with anything. So, yeah, so that's pretty much that. I'll actually put in the LED at the end of the video, and the LED part at the end of the video, and then if some people can actually explain exactly what's happening, because I've actually never worked with LEDs before. I've only worked with the Bandai ones, which put a battery and switch it on and it works. So that's pretty much it for this work in progress. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can actually check out the other work in progress videos. Next one, I will actually have the leg done, the other leg done, and the crotch piece, so the legs actually be put together. And then possibly the arms, basically, like exactly how I did here before. One arm completely built, one arm just the frame, so we can compare the two, and I can talk actually about the differences and everything like that. I will be trying to make the polygaps a little bit more movable for the arms, so I can pose the arms a lot more. So this has been Steven with GunplayGamer.com. So until next time, see ya.